I want to be an artist. I want to be able to pull things from my brain and put it on a piece of paper. So, I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna be an artist. To start this journey, I'm creating 3 artworks entirely from imagination. An object, a portrait, and a landscape. They'll probably be rough, but it's a start. And that's fine, because this is day 1, hour 0 of me giving this a go. And in a year from now, I'll revisit these artworks, recreate them, and see how much I've improved. So, let's get started. So, I first brainstormed different ideas for each of the artwork. For objects, I wanted to do some sort of food, because I love food, and I think it's a good mix between organic and perspective, and I thought it'd be a good test to see what skill level I am at. And I was thinking maybe some sort of pancake stack. That was good. And then I thought, oh, maybe some sort of warm hot chocolate. But then I thought it might be too simple. Like, I don't want to overcomplicate it, but I also want some sort of variety. So I thought maybe a platter of food. But then I can do a burger. You have your burger, you have chips, you have your sauce. Thought that might be interesting. And then you throw in some chaos. I thought maybe, I can try to do some spaghetti. Like the noodles and the bolognese might get really complicated, so that could be interesting. In the end, I decided on the burger because I thought it was interesting and it's fun. I want to try it out. Moving on to the portraits, I didn't really know what to do. I thought, maybe it would be interesting to do some sort of fantasy creature, maybe an orc, maybe some creature with a big tusk coming out. But I didn't really vibe with it, so I went back to normal people. And I thought, maybe I can play around with the time period. Maybe some old guy with a beard and a suit. That could be interesting. And then I thought, I wanted a character with like spectacles, some glasses. So I thought, maybe I can draw some scholar lady with some glasses. Because I'm not good at drawing glasses. I don't know why, but I always look off. So I want to challenge myself this time and see how it goes. Finally, I thought, maybe I can do some sort of gangster character with a beanie, some chains. I was debating between the last two, but I decided to go with the scholar and challenge myself a little bit with the spectacles and female hair, because I'm not really good at drawing hair, but I wanted to give it a go. Last, but definitely the most difficult for me, are landscapes. I'm not good at landscape, but I do really admire people who can draw landscapes. So I thought at first, maybe I can do some sort of city landscape, some sort of sci-fi, futuristic, landscape. To build some story, I thought maybe it would be cool to have a character looking over the landscape on top of like a rooftop, looking over the cityscape. And then I thought I'd flip it on its head. Maybe I can do some sort of forest scene with like a bear or some sort of animal looking across the river. And then I thought, I do like the countryside, the rural area. So I was playing around with like rice fields of like vehicle driving on the road with people, working on the fields, which could be a really cool image. And then finally, we have like a fantasy world. I was thinking maybe I have like a wizard standing on top of a tree and a castle in the background, which I thought was pretty cool. And since my last 2 choices were pretty realistic, like grounded in reality, I decided, hey, let's loosen up a little bit. Maybe we can try some sort of fantasy-esque landscape. And I do really enjoy the story, so I picked that as my final idea for the landscape. finally we're up to actually creating and drawing the artworks. We're starting with the burger. The burger, I had a lot of confidence at the start, and it just kind of slowly dwindled as the artwork went on. I'm pretty happy with it. Like the sketch, the outline, you can tell it's a burger, you can tell what is what. You can see that there are areas where I'm confused with, especially the wrapper. Like you can see between the sauce and burger, I had no idea what's going on. And also the letters, I didn't really remember what lettuce looks like. You can see a suggestion of something being there, but I bet no one can tell that it's lettuce. So it's okay. You can tell there's cheese, there's patty, some sort of onion. So I'm happy with that. And the glaring issue is the shading. I had no idea where to begin with the shading. I kind of tried to give some sort of suggestion of shadow, and like I knew that the bottom of the fry is gonna be darker, the top's gonna be lighter, but you can already tell it's not quite there yet. There are a lot of glaring issues, but if you take a step back, blur your eye a little bit, it's pretty good. You can tell what is what, and I'm happy with it. Moving on to artwork number 2. I was not very happy with it. Not because it turned out bad, but there's a lot of areas where I was just basically guessing on what it looks like, especially the hair, especially the glasses, the nose, the inside of the ear. There are so many areas that I've realized I don't know what it looks like. And this piece really kind of displays this lack of knowledge I have. And it's a good indication of things that I don't know. Once again, just like the burger, my shading is mediocre at best. You can tell I had no idea what to do with the hair. I tried to do some sort of strand, but it is not coming together. It doesn't look bad. But the problem with that is I'm not intentionally making it look good. I want to have the confidence to draw things and know exactly what I'm drawing rather than just guessing and checking. So I'm happy that I did it. Now I know what I'm weak at and what I can improve on. Last but definitely not least, the landscape. I had so much fun with the landscape. I was able to let loose and just draw. So there is not a lot of details. The technical skills is not there. The trees are just scribbles, the castle is just simple shapes. However, the feelings, the ideas that I wanted to convey, I conveyed. And I'm really happy with it. A wizard holding a fireball menacingly, facing a castle in the distance. It's exactly what I wanted and exactly what I drew. And this feeling of having ideas in your head and be able to like splat it on a piece of paper feels really good to me. And I can't wait to improve and to do more artworks and to grow as an artist, as a person, and see what other stuff I can make. And these are my artworks. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with them. Not because they're super amazing, they're not, but because they exist now. So yeah, this is my starting point. 1 year from now, I'll come back and redraw all of these again. Hopefully I'll have improved, hopefully I'll still be creating. If you like to join my journey, welcome.